If you guys want cheap games or need to gear up for a future GTA DLC, be sure to check out G2A with the link in the description and use code BOSS for an extra discount. Hey, how's it going, guys? Mr. Boss for the win here, and in today's Grand Theft Auto 5 video, I'm doing another Q&A video where I take your questions from Twitter and I answer them all in this video. So in today's Q&A questions, we've got a ton of great topics to discuss, lots of things regarding Grand Theft Auto Online, even some GTA 5 and a little bit more. If you want to see yourself possibly featured in the next video, all you have to do is go down in the description, follow me on Twitter, and use the hashtag AskBoss anytime I'm looking for Q&A questions, which is about once a week. So just do that, and like I said, you might find yourself featured in the next video. But of course, we got a lot of stuff to talk about today, so let's not waste any more time, and let's get it started. All right, so I got a ton of questions today regarding the event weeks that we've been getting in Grand Theft Auto Online. Many people have been asking, how many more do we have left? When do you think we'll see an end to these event weeks? How many more event weeks are we going to have, because there's been some files that have been updated in the game. So I got a lot of questions like that. Now, for starters, Rockstar has gone out and stated that these event weeks will be happening regardless of whether a DLC is happening or not. So Rockstar state that they're going to be doing them. I'm assuming their reasoning is just to keep people into the game when there's like downtime and when there's not DLCs. But even regardless, they said they would be doing them even when a new update comes out. So you can pretty much expect these to happen pretty much every single week. So I don't think they're going to be ending anytime soon. But I do think that the recent event weeks have kind of hinted more towards the fact that an update is coming sooner rather than later, with all these crazy big discounts that are almost begging you to spend your money. And that's why in the last two update videos, I've said you guys need to be careful because, although these discounts are amazing, they do require you to spend millions of dollars still in order to pick up those pretty insane discounts. So overall, I think we've got about one or two more of these event weeks left before we really do get into a real update in Grand Theft Auto Online, and that's something I'll talk about with some other questions that other people have asked a little bit later on. But the event weeks are pretty much here to stay, so I'm not sure why every week people are freaking out when they're going to be ending, or if they're ever going to stop, or if they're ever going to continue. Rockstar stated that's going to be a thing. So these next three questions go really well together, so I'm going to be kind of answering them back to back to back. This first one comes from alank87, who tweets at me, "When do you think the next GTA Online DLC will be released?" So I got many questions like that, so I'm going to be touching on it in this video. I don't obviously have an exact release date. I don't think at this point anyone really knows. But what I'm going to tell you guys is obviously I think the next update will happen before Halloween, which is the last day of October. So the reason I state this is because I think Rockstar are going to be doing a Halloween update. And we'll jump into our second question, which comes from Matthew, who tweeted me, "Do you think the next DLC will be tied with Halloween content?" And yes, Matthew, I do. Because Rockstar have not really skipped a Halloween update. They did a very tiny one in 2014. They did a pretty big one in 2015 with the two new vehicles, the slasher adversary mode, the flashlight, the new clothing and the masks, etc. So I wouldn't expect them in 2016 to not provide a Halloween update. That just wouldn't make any sense. So yes, I do think the next DLC will be tied to Halloween content. And because there isn't any new Halloween content in the game, that means in order for that to happen, Rockstar would have to make a new update. That's why I'm assuming that the next Grand Theft Auto Online DLC, whatever it's going to be, will happen sometime before Halloween. My guess is the middle of October as to when we might expect something like that. Now, also very similarly, why I think that's going to happen is because GTA Online Lowriders also came out last year in October and had content that was tied to the Halloween DLC. So just taking from what Rockstar did in 2015, to me personally, I think that makes the most sense. And finally, like I said, we have a third question that kind of ties in really well to that, coming from Daniel Richards, who says, "If the supposed filler DLC does come out, what would you like to see in it?" So there are rumors that the biker DLC is not going to be the next update in Online, and I could totally see that if Rockstar just wanted to add a DLC into the game that would bring Halloween content along with it. Very similarly to what the January 2016 DLC did for Valentine's Day content. So the January 2016 DLC, if you guys don't remember, all it did was add the 2 Benny's supercars into the game, a new adversary mode, and that was pretty much it. And it also included the Valentine's Day content. So I could see something very similarly happening in October. Maybe Rockstar doesn't want to bring the biker DLC into the game just yet, or it's not ready. I could see a filler DLC being something like 2 new Benny's cars, or just a brand new game mode that's added that also packages the Halloween content into the game. Like I said, we've seen Rockstar do that in the past, so it would be absolutely no surprise if this is something they did in the coming months or in the coming weeks if they wanted to bring Halloween into the game without necessarily bringing the biker stuff into the game. And before we wrap up our Halloween discussion, we've got one more question from Jennifer, who says, in this year's Halloween DLC, will we get all content from last year or just a special week with returning content? So we obviously don't know, Jennifer, if there is going to be new Halloween content. That's just the best guess of the community. But at a minimum, yes, I would say the content would be returning from 2015, even if Rockstar doesn't make a new DLC. So that will give many players the opportunity who possibly missed out on the cars and on the clothing to grab it one more year. So yes, like I said, I do think the content will be returning even if no 2016 Halloween DLC is in the works. Let's move on to another question though. This one comes from John Smith, who tweets at me, why do you think Rockstar was so specific who gave $1 million to earlier this week? So that's right. If you guys missed it, Rockstar ran a promotion where if you were rank 130 by a certain day and then reach rank 135 by another day, they would give you $1 million in-game cash. And that was extremely specific. I can't imagine that was a huge portion of the Grand Theft Auto Online player base that qualified for that $1 million giveaway. So you're right, it kind of does make you think, why would Rockstar do this? Now, my best guess here is that they're running a test for a bigger promotion that we'll see down the line that features a lot more than just guys that are ranked 130. That are probably, ranked anywhere from 100 to 200 or 0 to 100. I think that this is a test from Rockstar to see how the community would react to this so that later down the line, they're going to be doing a bigger and better one. Now, you're going to say, why would you do a test like this? That's like handing someone money. They would expect their reaction to be positive. It's Rockstar. Who really knows what they're doing? It was really random. It was really weird, especially because they didn't announce it either. They didn't really clarify this at all. So that's why I'm assuming it was a test run, and later down the line, we'll see something hopefully bigger happen that will affect a much larger segment of the population, and who knows, might include even more money, which would be super cool. Our next question comes from USA Patriot Gaming, who tweets at me, why can't we crouch like we could in GTA 4? That really confuses me. So you're not alone there, Patriot Gaming. There are a ton of features in Grand Theft Auto 4 that seem to be left out. One of them is crouching. Another one is being able to grab onto ledges. Another feature I really liked was the police computer database in the police cruisers and police cars. That is something that got left out. The interiors, another feature that it was in GTA 4 that we really don't have in Grand Theft Auto 5. So like I said, I've already made videos on that, things in GTA 4 that aren't in the game in Grand Theft Auto 5 that really don't make sense to me. I'll try to leave a link to that in the description, but yeah, there's a ton of really cool features in Grand Theft Auto 4 that just didn't make it into the game, and it's confusing you, obviously, and trust me, it's confusing a ton of other people as well, so you're certainly not alone here. This next question comes from Rotstar, who tweets at me, why do you think that Rockstar added a sticky bomb pickup to spawn randomly online in front of the T02 door? So once again, I had to look this up because apparently I have completely missed the train of doing these weird things in online. People are trying to blow up the dam. People are going into the Mount Chiliad tunnel, which is what this door is, and you might have seen some of it in the gameplay you're watching right now, but people are going into this Chiliad door expecting something to like blow up, or they're listening for sounds. I don't know what's going on here. Once again, I must have missed like the tinfoil hat party because I completely don't understand what players are doing in Grand Theft Auto Online. They're spending their time trying to blow up the dam. They're spending their time trying to open up a T02 and T01 door inside of a Mount Chiliad tunnel that clearly doesn't look like it will ever be open. So I'm not sure what's going on. I don't know why people are so obsessed with this door. I don't get it. Are they like expecting money to fall out or the jetpack to fall out? I'm really not too sure. This is, again, just an Easter egg or whatever, a conspiracy that I just seem to be way behind on, but I'm not really too sure why people are trying to do this. So, Rotstar, I'm just as confused as you. I don't really get what the whole T02 CHILIAD tunnel thing is about either, but apparently that is a thing where people are once again trying to explore the mysteries of GTA 5. Whether they're bored or they might have something we don't know, I'm really not too sure. All right, our final question today comes from Matt, who tweets at me, do you think Rockstar has some special content planned for GTA Online for their 3rd year anniversary? So the 3rd year anniversary of Grand Theft Auto Online is October 1st, and that will be 3 years of when GTA Online was open. So Matt, I am going to sadly say no, because Rockstar have not done this in the past. They didn't do it for the 1 year anniversary. They didn't do it for the 2 year anniversary. So I'm thinking, what would change this year that would make them do something special for the 3rd year anniversary? They don't even celebrate really the 3rd year anniversary of GTA 5. So we don't even get any special content for that. They don't even mention it really on Twitter either. So I guess Rockstar just kind of ignore this, the 3-year birthday of GTA 5. So I'm assuming they're going to ignore the 3-year birthday or 3-year anniversary of Grand Theft Auto Online as well. Although it would be super cool to get some pretty new content into the game, because I think Rockstar could have a lot of fun with a theme like that and could make something pretty cool for online. But anyways, those are all the questions that we're going to be tackling in this week's Q&A video. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed. Once again, if you want to get involved in the next one, all you have to do is go in the description, follow me on Twitter, and use the hashtag AskBoss whenever I'm looking for Q&A questions, and you might find yourself featured in the next video. If you did go on and enjoy this one, though, a like rating would, of course, be awesome. And also, subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new, or you like daily GTA 5 videos like this. With all the way, guys, like I said, thanks for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.